Hello, Reverend Melissa Kennedy here, and welcome to your Sunday message. So each week I come on here and I just kind of channel some energy through for the week to come and just share the messages as they come through. What's needed will always find its way through. Okay. So during my healing circle for the last Monday of June, in the collective that was gathered, we were brought back by Spirit, per my guides, to just kind of look at June, um, put it into perspective, what the takeaways were for the month of June, because each month does have a particular theme. There's kind of what I call like a blanket that kind of goes down over the earth. And each and every one of us are learning our lessons from Spirit in our own way, but the themes of the collective, the lessons through the collective will be shared in some way, even though they're very, very individual to us, each of us on our journey. So, a lot of what came through for me and for the group that was gathered was just witnessing a lot of things that are happening in the collective, releasing fear and knowing that if we are seeing some of the same patterns, that we are being called to clear this energy from ourselves and also from the planet. So, what was interesting was in the beginning of the month and the month prior to, I was getting a lot with working with and soothing and calming of the waters. And now looking back over what was coming through, clearly I can see where Spirit was bringing me with this, for working with the water, to sending healing to the water, to soothing and calming the water. Because if you've been paying attention to what's happening globally, there are these catastrophic floods happening everywhere. It's crazy. So we are still being called to clear and soothe and work with the elementals and the natural world and Lady Gaia and all the angels that help us to calm and to heal the elements. And so for me, the greatest healer, I work with Archangel Raphael a lot. So I bring his energy in, whatever angel or particular angels resonate with you. Call in your angels, your guides, to help you to work with the waters on the planet. And as we continue to move forward into July, the biggest message I was getting for the month of July was we are being called to be more empathetic. So to have empathy for what's going on in the world globally, the planet, all of these natural disasters that we're seeing, this flooding, we are to have empathy for the people that are experiencing these traumas in this upheaval, because in reality, today it's them. And who knows what tomorrow will bring? It could be us. So we are to send love and light and healing to all of this unrest with Mother Earth, Lady Gaia, with what's going on our planet right now. And I feel like some of it is dark, some of it is not what's supposed to be happening in our world. And I feel that we are here to witness this, to bring in the balance again, to call forth the balance, and to call in our angels, guides, source energy to work through us and in us, both with our consciousness, with our clairvoyance, with everything that we have spiritually to hit this. Okay, our thought and our focus should be on dematerializing all of this crazy weather, all of these patterns that we're seeing that we know are not normal, that we know are not completely natural. Those of us that have been around for a while have never witnessed anything like this. And we know with every fiber of our being that something just is not right. And if you've been listening to my Sunday messages, you will know that the theme song for 2025 is I Know there's something going on. It's an old song from the 80s by Frida. You might want to go listen to it and think of it in a spiritual sense, okay? I think when she wrote the song, and it was more about a love, romance kind of thing, but songs and lyrics do have a way of working with our consciousness and bringing us into the awareness of what is really going on our planet. And again, if you've been listening to my messages, you will also know that the biggest message coming through from my guides for 2025 is it is the year of great change. And with change can come pain, like pain from the inside, pain looking out what's going on around us. Like we're experiencing trauma in some kind of way, some kind of pain, whether we're experiencing it ourselves, or we're actually witnessing that in the collective. So we are having some kind of pain or trauma, you know, that is placed in our reality. And we feel that, especially if you are empathic or you have a strong inclination to being a clear sentient person like I am. I'm very empathic and clear sentient. So I do feel a lot. Um, and I'll share this because when Helene came through and it went all the way up to North Carolina, and they had that catastrophic flooding there, I was totally engulfed in that sadness and that grief of the loss that happened there in that collective energy. And I just couldn't pull myself out of that funk. No matter how hard I tried, I would clear, I would send healing. The story just kept unfolding, and I knew how completely devastating it was to so many people. And still today, there's a man that has a YouTube channel, and he goes around to different parts of the world, and he brings, light to what's going on there. I can't think of his name, but he was just in North Carolina about a month or 2 months ago, and I just happened to see his video. Um, and they're still trying to rebuild single-handedly, like just the people putting things back together there, roads, infrastructure. It's just crazy. And, with what just happened in Texas, we're seeing the same thing going on, that catastrophic flooding, a lot of lives lost, tragedy. So we are to send our love and our healing. We are to call in the highest form of light, God light, source light, angelic light, all of your highest guides. Ask them to help you to bring in that love and that light and that healing and to fill your entire body with that. So in my video last Sunday, we did a little meditation, a breathing exercise, and my guides just kind of amped that up a little bit for this week. And instead of working on it individually, breathing down that source light, that source energy, and then imagining that you're breathing that in and you're breathing out the dark, right? Anything dark that's within your body, within your consciousness, you're consciously breathing that energy out. And then we were bringing that energy up through our root, our base chakra, up through our spine, and releasing that. So we're bringing that light up through all of our chakras, and we're bringing down all of the light down from source energy down through our higher chakras. And as we do, we're getting a complete spin, balance, clear, harmonize of all of our chakras, and then raising that light up through and breathing all the darkness out that's within our spine, within our chakra system, within our physical body, within our spiritual body. So my guides were having me just do it all at once. So let's just do this together. So visualize with me that you're breathing in higher light, God light, source light, Christ light, whatever resonates with you, however you bring down. I just saw a beam of light come through. If you might see it, if you're watching this, I just saw it come through. So we're to bring down that highest source light with the breath. And at the same time, in your consciousness, bring that light up through all of your chakras and then breathe out any darkness. So let's just take 3 deep cleansing breaths together, focusing on bringing down the light, bringing up that light, breathing all of the darkness out. And then it'll just come naturally. It'll be like 2 columns, and you're breathing it down, breathing it up, and breathing the darkness out. Another deep breath, breathing in the light, bringing it up, breathing it out. So you can do this as many times as you want until you feel like you're totally full and totally cleared. So just sit with that. One more. And so what this is doing is this is bringing in all of this higher light, all of these light codes, all of these activations, and getting us grounded in through our root chakra into this now moment, okay? And we're to do this to clear out any thoughts, anything in our minds that we may be thinking about that are dragging us down into the lower frequencies, the lower vibrations of what is in the collective right now, and to send out our love and our compassion, first and foremost, to Mother Earth, Lady Gaia, the waters of the planet. So for me, I like to activate the Christ-like consciousness healing energy and envision that, my entire body filled with that right now, and yours as well. And imagine that that light is activated, and through your hands, you can even rub your hands together. And imagine that when you rub your hands together, it activates that healing energy, and then you send it out. You send that out. You can imagine it just engulfing the entire planet, and then you can centralize wherever you want this healing energy to go, like Mother Earth, Lady Gaia, the waters, the people that you love, the places that need healing, the animals, anything that may need healing and calming right now. So we just send that light, we unite our light together, and we send it out. And you can even feel it activated in your hands. You know, your hands might tingle as you send this energy and this light and this highest love, highest consciousness through the Christ light out. So I'm even sending this to you as you watch, help you to heal. Anything within your body clear, will release back down into Mother Earth, Lady Gaia. So I work this energy down, down through. A lot of throat chakra clearing has been happening because we're supposed to be speaking our truth now. There is no time like the present to speak our truth. So if you want this throat chakra healing, go ahead and say, I accept this healing. So this will help you to speak your truth. And I feel a lot of tears come, my eyes water. That's how I know whoever watches this video will receive exactly what it is that they need to receive. So I just want to say, if you've been following along and you've been watching these videos, and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Trying to grow my channel. And the way it will grow is if we do an energy exchange. So subscribe, maybe hit the notification bell for any new content. I post a daily reading every day. I'm getting us a card for the week to come, okay? And I already feel it coming through. And I'm working from the Christ-like Consciousness Healing deck, which I absolutely love. It's from Amanda Ellis. And so we have Holy Spirit. I love it. So I'm always working in the Spirit, always. Most of the time, I'm in the Spirit with my consciousness. I've been like this ever since I was a little girl. I've just been so connected to Spirit, to that light, to that. It's like the wind to me. It like moves through me. I feel it. It's like a flow. It's a connection. It's all of that love from the Spirit. We are spirit in these physical bodies, right? So ask the Holy Spirit, ask the Spirit of the highest consciousness, God, angels, universe, to work with you this week, to bring you signs, confirmations, synchronicities, to let you know that you are on the right path. It's so important that you start getting in touch with your inner light, your inner guidance. So it says, work through me, Holy Spirit, work through me. So maybe just set your intention that for the upcoming week, that you continue to do that breathing exercise where you're bringing down all of that higher light, all of that higher consciousness through all of your higher chakras, through your crown, into your body with your breath. And at the same time, you're bringing it up through all of your chakras. And then you release with the breath because so much is healed with the breath. So I always tell people in readings, with healing, that if you're being thrown out of your spiritual center, you might be picking up on the collective consciousness from the planet, maybe from the people around you if you're at work, or if you go out into the public, you might be picking up on all of the crazy energy in the collective. That just taking 3 deep cleansing breaths and maybe focusing on this new little meditation that came in with breathing down all of that light and moving it all up through your chakras all at the same time. And to end it off, just throw your roots down into the center of the earth from the bottoms of your feet and draw up that Mother Earth, Lady Gaia energy, because Mother Earth wants to help us heal. She wants to help us release all of this crazy energy on our planet right now. So in reality, the only way out is in. So, again, if you've been watching my videos, you know that we have to disconnect from the stories and get grounded into our own story, into our own walk, into our own path, into our own light. And if you want to really figure out what's going on in the world, just look outside your window. Like right now, I have beautiful trees, the clouds. It's kind of cloudy and overcast today. The sun's in and out. There's a gentle breeze. That is my reality right now. So, reality check wherever you are. If you're at work and things just feel off balance to you, people are irritable, just remember, we're being called to be empathetic, and also be empathetic with yourself. So just take those 3 deep cleansing breaths right where you are, whether you're at your desk, whether you're driving in your car, whether you're having a hard time sleeping at night, and just call in all of that light to work with you, your consciousness, in your walk, in your path, in your direction, and where spirit is leading you. So I'm just checking in to see if there's anything else. No, I'm hearing we're complete for today. And I do like to keep my messages short, but I do want to remind you that you are welcome to join. I host a spiritual hour of healing and chat the last Monday at 7 p.m. Central of every month in 2025. That was part of my mission for 2025, to do my daily readings, to do these Sunday messages, but also I hold a spiritual hour of chat and healing. And we had a lot of animals come in for us last week, and it was interesting. I just want to reiterate this. We had gorillas came into the healing circle. Okay. So I just want to give you this message from the gorilla collective. Okay. So it's very important. I mean, animals are here to do great work as well, and we need to acknowledge their work and their help and what they bring to the planet right now. So gorillas symbolize strength, leadership, and family loyalty. So we're being called to just be where we are, right? And gorillas, a lot of people, a lot of times we joke about like the primates, and we laugh at them sometimes, but they really do teach us a lot of things about how we can be better humans. They really depend on each other. They don't diminish each other. They have a hierarchy, and they respect the hierarchy. And if we just do that as humans, we will be so much happier, and more grounded. So, the gorilla, as a spirit animal, may also suggest a need for composure and a reminder to harness one's inner power, and it's a call to action. So it just goes so well with how we left June, how we're moving into July, what the message is, and maybe work with the collective energy of the gorillas on this planet, because like I said, animals come here with a much greater mission, and we need to acknowledge that they do. So maybe you'll get some signs. Maybe you'll see some images of gorillas come through for you. Actually, I have a friend on Facebook, Emma, who was on my podcast about a year and a half ago, who actually did a sketch, a drawing and a painting of a gorilla. So just made me think of her. So Emma, if you're watching this, sending you love. If you do see this in the future, sending you love. Thank you for that picture because it helped me and it brought the gorillas into our healing circle, I feel, in a way, because we are all connected. We really are all connected, whether we realize it or not. We are so much more connected than we will ever imagine. But when we get back to spirit, there's that theme again, right? Spirit, let it run through you because we are spirit. And when we get back home to spirit, where we come from, it will all make sense. But until then, we're all here, just putting the pieces of the puzzle together and helping each other to remember. Yes, I am a spiritual teacher as well, but I am here to help you remember that you are very powerful, that you are here to do amazing things spiritually as well. So, with that being said, until next week, Reverend Melissa Kennedy signing off. I am sending you light, love, peace, and blessings of all kinds. And I'm hearing if you saw that beam of light come in, leave a comment below because I clearly saw when I was bringing down that light that beam of light. It was like a little rainbow, mostly pink and gold, coming right down this way. So let me know if you saw it, okay? Because I sure did. So if you're clairvoyant, you may have seen it, and maybe you saw more. So let me know. All right. Till next week. Bye bye now.